Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So before we get into this, sorry that I haven't uploaded in forever. I wanted to wait till we got this thing running to upload next, but then I realized you guys would be waiting over a month for a video to come out, and we've made enough progress on it that I can make a video on it, because as you can see, things are a little bit different in here now. And also got the exhaust over here. So we've definitely come a long way. It's very close to being running. I can guarantee the next video I upload, this go-kart will be running for the first time in. I don't know if we'll drive it yet, but it is definitely going to be running. So I don't know if that'll be next week, it might be the week after, not sure, but stay tuned. It's very close to being done, and I'm so excited to drive it. This thing's just gonna rip. I've sat in these seats with the harnesses in it, and it just feels so cool. Alright, this is the fourth time I'm filming this clip. First two times microphone is off, third time camera died. So you guys will probably see, if you guys watch Grind Hard Plumbing Co., you guys will probably notice that their music I'm gonna start using in my videos now. I honestly really like the music they put in their videos, and I just love their YouTube channel. I mean, literally gave me inspiration to build something like this. With all that said, let's get right into this video. Hope you guys enjoy. This thing's gonna be done very soon. So thank you guys for being patient with me. And yeah, let's get right into this video. That's gotta be the brake light. Wow. That's the side. It does. Yeah. As you go to shut it off, it gets brighter. Got another package here for the Gokart. There we go, guys. Got the new gas tank for the Gokart.
It's cool. It's a neat gas tank.
Yeah, it's gonna look really cool on the back of the Gokart too. Alright everyone, so we got a radiator for the Gokart. We're not sure if it's big enough yet, but we're just gonna throw it on here for now and see how it works once we get everything running.
There's a thermostat in here.
That's cool.
I really didn't want it on that side.
Yeah, because if it cracks, we don't want boiling coolant.
Well, because you have to have access to the cap anyway, so. Oops.
Alright everyone, this is a rough idea of what this thing's gonna look like when it's done, and it just looks ridiculous, especially with the exhaust over here sticking up. It's probably gonna be angled up a little bit higher than that so it clears everything in there, but this thing just looks crazy. Look at this. Come over here and look at it.
What are you gonna do about the fender?
What is it out of again?
What?
What is it out of again?
92 feet. It has the right size hose.
So right now I'm going to take, well, the pipe isn't even really sitting in here, but I'm going to take the header out so I can start marking up what we need to do with it and possibly start cutting it, because the engine really isn't supposed to run without the exhaust hooked up here, so we got to get that thing working. So really quick, I'm going to take all this out and see what we're doing with. I also got to figure out how I'm going to bend this so it's angled up, but the exhaust should work pretty good. Alright, so we got the header off and now we have the whole pipe. Definitely very oily for sure. But I'm going to mark these up, kind of get an idea of what I'm dealing with. Here on the pipe, I'm going to cut right at this seam right here, and then we're going to cut right before the bend starts, because this really isn't part of the combustion, or not the expansion chamber. And we're going to move this piece back here onto this piece so it still connects nicely. And then over here, we're going to cut this right in half, and we're going to angle it up and then weld it so it is able to come through here and just go straight up without any problem. So, alright guys, just got the new air filters for the Gokart, and these things look pretty sick. They're not K&Ns, but they look like K&N air filters. They're from Go Power Sports, and they're really freaking cool. So I'm going to throw these on here right now. So we have done a lot off camera, as you can see. The radiator is pretty much mounted. This thing's crazy. We still have to mount the top pieces, which we have to make extensions for it, but that's not a big deal. We gotta wash this, but it's fine. We're gonna do that when the weather warms up. But this is mounted in here. Fuel cell's mounted in here. We've got fuel lines. You can't see that because my camera isn't working. Fuel cell. Fuel lines running all the way down through here, although it's not hooked up to the radiator yet. Air filters on. The oil lines are all hooked up, fuel pumps hooked up, and we have the secondary clutch back on here, and all of that is hooked up. Everything's moving, so, but yeah, drivetrain is pretty much all hooked up, and what's left is we still have to run coolant lines, and the exhaust is the big piece. I gotta get this all cut up and worked on, but everything else is in here. We still do need to strap down these bottom parts for the harnesses. But everything else, I mean, everything else is pretty much hooked up. So I've got my weird little setup here, and I'm going to try to weld some parts of the exhaust right now. I'm just going to tack weld them for now, just so I can, you know, start mocking stuff up and all that.
I can feel the vibrations of
Now, yes, I know, this looks horrible. These look like horrible welds. But we're working with a gasless Harbor Freight welder here. It's actually not that bad compared to the first time we tried to use this thing. So I'm just trying to tack it around on all sides just so it's in here so I can kind of mock it up. We're going to use a different welder, I think, to go all the way around the edges. This will work for now what we need to do with it. So I'm going to get over here and weld this onto this. Also, I successfully managed, I know I melted the outside a little bit, but I successfully managed to not melt through the inside of this thing, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Again, these are some terrible welds, and as you can see I was blowing holes through it. That can all be fixed. You can fill that in with more welding. My goal is to make this work. I might be completely screwing up the chamber here, but it's tack welded on and it looks awful. That's all gonna have to be filled in. That's not from welding, that's just from cutting it because it wasn't perfect, but it's tacked on. Now let's mock. There. Wow, that's cool. It kind of works. We're gonna have to make some weird exhaust mounts, but got it. Got the pipe zip tied onto the frame here. That's all connected up. The welding is not done, obviously, but this is how the pipe is going to sit on the Gokart. It looks ridiculous, and I love it. So now we gotta finish welding it. Gotta come up with some weird brackets to put this thing on, so it has room to move around, at least when the engine moves around. Alright everyone, that'll do it for this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, sorry it's been almost a month, but I wanted to wait till we had some decent progress instead of just uploading nonsense every single week. So it's very close. It's going to be started very soon. Just a few small things like getting the throttle cable hooked up, doing the upper mounts for the radiator, getting the exhaust all finished, which I have it mostly done already. and making a couple brackets, running a couple lines. Other than that, everything is going to be pretty easy. Should be smooth sailing from here. So thank you guys so much for watching. To support the channel, please comment, like, and subscribe. And I don't know if I'll see you guys next week, but I'll see you guys when this thing is running. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye.